Really enjoying the scenery down here at southwest Cuba, near Santiago de Cuba, just past waypoint 7, and we've got miles and miles of waterways to explore. Pure delight in an egg beater. Especially one like this Bell 407. So smooth. And any catastrophes or errors are entirely down to me. The bird itself is just beautifully responsive, reliable, fantastic. Great job, Asobo. Just taking off from waypoint 7, had a nice picnic there. Some nice lamingtons and tea. Earl Grey tea with lamingtons, doesn't get much better than that. So maybe English breakfast tea with a bit of skim milk, 1 teaspoon of sugar and lamington. That's better. Beautiful place to fly around. These are the sort of details you really get to notice in the MiG-29 Mark 1. But you certainly get to enjoy them down here in an egg beater. Circling over waypoint 7 in Dams of the Southwest. Beautiful dam. Let's land on the embankment and spread out the picnic blanket. Have ourselves a nice Scotch finger biscuit and maybe a Vegemite sandwich. Sounds like a good idea. Yep, I think this will be just nice. I am in southwest Cuba, making my way between waypoint 7 and 8 in dams of the southwest. Absolutely stunning scenery. Beautiful. I'm taking off from waypoint 7, Blanca Lake Dam in dams of the southwest in Cuba. And it's a glorious day. Beautiful water. About 50 feet, coming through 50 knots. And we'll make our way down to waypoint 8. Fantastic scenery. Very relaxing. Right, exploring one of the rivers in southwest Cuba. Really good for practicing everything in the chopper. Working pedals, joystick, collective, everything. It's great. It's very intense. And it looks awesome. And there we go. I've come to the end of this section. And there's a dam. Which is this one of my dams? No, it's yet another one. Undiscovered dam. Cool. How's that? Right, I'll put a pin in that. It's another section to explore. So I'm heading from waypoint 8 back to the airport. I think it's going to be raining down there. Parada Dam. So I'm heading southwest at the moment. I'll turn back to the southeast as soon as we get some pictures of the dam. Camera. Gotta say it seriously. Like I mean it. Awesome. Now this river, I would vouch, takes us into Santiago de Cuba harbour. Let's see if it does. Oop. Heading to the east rather suddenly. I bet it goes down there. So I got, I follow roads, and now I'm getting into the I follow rivers stuff. Fantastic. Now, new hazard, power lines, and boy, they tall. I'm at, whoa, I must be 180 feet, I reckon. Right. Did not have that problem out in the countryside. But must keep my wits about me now. And yep, there's the harbour down there. Look at the lighting. The weather, fantastic. That tower is clearly marked, thank you. And here we go, look at this. Wow. Found the harbour. From the dam to the harbour, that's nice. Super cool. Right now we're heading to the airport. No, the airport's south of here, but you know, let's fly over town since we're here. Got fuel, yep, I got fuel. This thing must have some endurance. I've already checked the fuel a couple of times during this flight, and I think it must be able to fly for hours, a couple of hours at least. Rather large tower with some guy cables on it. Mobile phone, I guess. Let's fly across the CBD. Check out the waterfront. We're pretty much directly north of the airport right now. Mobile towers. Can't see any big power lines through here, so that's good. Second largest town in Cuba, Santiago de Cuba. Fantastic. So we're coming towards the southwest end of town. So let's go south now and find the airport. Fantastic. Here's some power lines. Now this road, I think, goes right to the airport too. Yeah, I guess it's the way people get from town to the airport. Makes sense. I think I said this last time I flew down this way. The airport kind of jumps out from behind a ridge, which is what we can see there just before the sea. Let's keep on this road. But those Cubans really like their driving, they're really hammering it, I've got to say. Now, I think I'm going past the airport. I reckon that's the entrance road there. Yep, here it is. Runway 19. Cool. Well, the road did go there, yeah. Very cool. Now let's see what's here today. There was a MiG-29 the other day, besides mine, and F-16 turned up. But the ramps look pretty civil at the moment. Something also noticed was the glass skylights in the terminal building. Super cool. I've not seen them before. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Yeah, I can't see any jets here today. Okay. Go and land in our usual spot. Fantastic. Right, focus, focus, focus. That's it. Yep, that's 2 landings for the price of 1. Shh, it nearly broke the light on the front. Anyway, how you going, mate? No, I wasn't going to hit your plane, don't worry. More fun in the southwest Cuba. Circling over waypoint 7 in dams of the southwest in Cuba. And I thought this would be a good place to stop for a little afternoon tea, maybe a lamington and Vegemite sandwich. That'd be good. Yeah. Okay, let's. I've got full lowered collective and it's gliding down. Idea being land on that little mound there, so we're safe from the incoming tide, of course, and the possible alligators, and maybe those people who live right near the dam would like to join us for afternoon tea. That would be nice. Let's see if we can land here. I mean, I know I can land, but without breaking the helicopter is the point. I want to get a bit further over. I'll land on this T, I think. That's the plan. Come on. What? Depth perception problem. Yeah. That's always the trickiest phase of landing, just before you hit the ground. And look at those reflections. To die for. FAB. It's going to be a nice picnic. Okay, here's another dam and a reservoir. So I followed the river all the way from the waypoint 7 down to here, which is about halfway to waypoint 8. You can see I'm just south of the flight plan. It's just a wonderland of wetlands down here. Fantastic. Pretty decent sized lake. There's not, so I'm heading east. Curves back around to the southeast. Looking at my map, yep, that's a good time to do it. And you're heading towards a tree. Right, that's the end of it here, I think. Let's see, maybe it goes into another little creek. I can't see one. Right. Let's head to waypoint 8, which from here is about that way. Only a few miles away. It's 5 miles. Okay. Let's check it out. Might be over that ridge actually. Shall see. I think it is, yep. the ridge is not that far away, so we've got to climb. 60% torque, got a nice, very authentic Bell 407 cockpit layout here from courtesy of Air Manager. They've reproduced all these instruments for me. Look very authentic. Oops, over torque I think. Yes, it was over the ridge, and should be able to see it down there somewhere. Okay, pointing straight out, so not as far right as I thought. Let's find it. So waypoint 8 is Parada Dam. Parada Dam. It's a pretty big one. I think it must be just between those hills, I guess. What's the time? It's 18:17. I can see some water. It's got to be here. It's got to be a small dam, is it? No, can't remember. I didn't see it last two times I flew over it in the fast movers. No, we're not there yet. Okay. Not there yet. So where is it? Up here. No, to the right. Yeah, you can see why I didn't see it. I think it's over the next ridge. Yeah, okay, that's more like it. I thought it was a large body of water. Right. Looks like rain too. Live weather, of course, brought to you from Cuba. Fantastic. Right, so it's on the southeast end of this body of water. This is real exploring stuff, just a map and a, high-powered turbine helicopter. Simple life. That's just thinking. It's a lot easier than walking over these mountains, that is for sure. These hills. Right, so yes, that's a dam. I don't know why I've been missing it lately, but probably because of flying too fast. It's huge. That's a beauty. Wow. Let's get a shot if I can. Camera. Yeah, gotta say it sternly. Camera. Yeah, right, really? Okay. Camera. No, okay. She's like that. And a bridge there. And now this is something I like to see. Water flowing down the face of the dam. That really adds something to it. That's awesome. Look at the mist. It's fantastic. Camera. Wow. Right, so we're about, how many miles? 5 miles northwest of the airport at this point. And what an awesome place to explore. Okay. So continuing along the river towards waypoint 8. And it gets narrower. Trees get closer together. So let's just take it easy. I'm down to 40 knots now. Take it easy. Can always get faster later. But first let's find out where it goes. Tell you what, it's great practice for because I'm working everything collective, anti-torque pedals and the rotor, whatever they call that, joystick. Yeah, you've got to keep them all moving actually, because I kind of got reasonably good at cruising around just using my trim and the pedals only, and sometimes not even the pedals. But down here you've got to work it all. It's very cool. Look at the light there. I keep interrupting myself, but wow. Unbelievable. Fantastic. Amazing. Right now I'm just flying over waypoint 7, which is a large dam, and on the way to waypoint 8 I'm going to do this little river run that I found. So basically fly south right to the end of the reservoir and turn left or east onto a river and just see how far you can take it. So it's about a 6-mile run to the river, like about 4 miles south and 2 miles east, and then we're there. Time is 6:05 p.m. Weather's still holding for us. Some rain about down south, I believe. What a picturesque little route this is. Now, double check my map. Do I turn left yet? No, not yet. Double check it again. Okay, the next big opening to the left is the one I take. That's the plan. Right, let's loosen up. Yeah, I may have hit a tree in an earlier simulated version of this flight. Okay, just around this bend, we turn to the east and then it becomes a river. It should be pretty obvious. Yeah, and immediately do I go left or right? I think I keep to the northern part. Yes, the larger part. That'll come round to the southeast and then should be a bridge. Then it gets pretty narrow. Right. Okay, so memorised it. I might try this later in the Cup Shock Ultra as well. And also I might slow up in a moment. There's a tree that's, begging to be hit. She's only doing 70 knots, but it seems so fast. It's at 50 feet. That's why. Here's the bridge. Cool. That's awesome. It takes me back to Enemy Engaged, actually. 1998, Comanche versus Hokum, Apache versus Havoc. Didn't look this good, but this was the vibe of it. And you could fly like this, and I did have lots of trees. And now I'm recalling, of course, so I've got to slow up a lot here. The forests like this were mainly rendered as a mass, one green mass. But with texturing, you know, it did the job, and boy, it felt like $1 million simulation at the time. Unbelievable fun. Also led the way in terms of environmental lighting, the likes of which we're seeing here. Wow, this is great. Now don't get too fast, remember what happened in that simulation. And around about here it gets very narrow. So take it slow, take it slow. Enjoy it, enjoy it. It's not a race. Also notice down here I'm yeah, that's where I came to grief before. Wow. I was going to just say not able to fly this route. In fact, I'm going to reset the trim. Just with the trim, obviously. I'm moving the stick quite a bit. G'day mate, give me a wave. Always pays to be friendly. Right, so let's see if I can get back onto the river. This is cool. Righto. I'm going to be coming back here quite often, I think. Just found a new favourite spot. Righto, I'm in the dams of the Southwest Mission and I'm about to fly from waypoint 6 to 7, Blanca Lake Dam. Now there is a straight route, of course, 13 miles is marked on the flight plan. Down there you can see, heading to the southeast. But I'm going to follow the reservoir, and I've just put a couple of lines on my map here to show me the couple of roads through the mountains. Might be more interesting. Anyway, let's check it out. Okay, settled in, everything's secure. Left anti-torque, off we go. Wow. Gee, we're only going 20 knots, but looks fast down here. 40 now. Yeah, we're only doing about, we're only at about 40 feet. That also helps. Yeah, as soon as you get up to 100 feet, it seems much slower. Okay. All makes sense. Look at that. Wow, this is so worth exploring, this one. And look at the reflections over there. Camera. Camera. Come on. Camera. Still have not sorted her out. I don't know, you know. Anyway, pretty reliable for a voice-controlled avionics module. So back down to 100 feet. Ah, this is glorious, this lake. So we're heading southwest, just extending that leg actually. And at a certain point, I'll look at in a moment when I get, when I'm sure I'm not going to run to the water. Okay, keep going. I might put my range ring on. Let me just swap hands. Do that. Okay. So that tells me I've got about 3 miles to return east. But we're going down this narrow part of the reservoir. Look at the light over there. It's fantastic. And actually, let me pay more attention to my, see? pay attention to flying first. Well, they say aviate, navigate, then communicate. Right. Yes, I'm trying to follow my little ad hoc flight plan, and it indicates I should go this way and look for a road. That's what it's saying. Okay, I see where it's going. So yes, follow the water around to the southeast. And there should be a road over here somewhere. Which we can pick up on. I should have planned a bit more carefully. I gave myself two choices here without being sure which one is the road here to the south, or there's a valley over there. We'll check that out next time. Okay, for now let's follow the road if I can find it. Yeah, it's here it is. Okay, I see some cars. Right, we got it. This will take us all the way to where we're going, actually, pretty much. Right, see if we can follow a road. And never been here before. I've screamed past at high speed, a few miles to the north, but... Alright, there you go. Just give him a wave. Hi. Looks like a local cemetery. Here's the road. So a few clouds overhead, I guess. Actually, it's getting late too. It's 17:35, so sun is getting lower. Quite rugged terrain down here too. So a lot of contrast on this flight plan. From the coast to those plains to this rather rugged and rolling territory. And I've got to say, this is fun, following the elevations of this road. Wow, that's cool. Let's cut to the bridge. Now we do want to go a bit more to the southeast. That's it. Try to find the next dam. Yep, got to say I love this chopper. The Bell 407, from what I've read about it. Very fine pedigree and very popular machine. Let's get the speed up a bit more collective. See the torque coming up and down there. Whoops. Approaching waypoint 7, Blanca Lake Dam in Cuba southwest. Fantastic. Now the next waypoint goes straight to the southeast, but I think what I want to do is follow this lake to the south before we go over there. Let's do that. because we can fly straight any old time in a jet or a plane. But let's get down and see what's what at ground level. Yeah, those fast movers don't get to see all this great stuff. Fantastic. Beautiful. I'm just checking my map over there. Yeah, I'm going to follow that river. It will take us towards the next waypoint. Down the south, where I think it might be raining. One lonely tree out there. Look at that, it's like a scene from King Kong. Or Jurassic Park. I wonder if they have alligators in Cuba. Probably, I guess. Got them in Florida. Look at that. It's 5:44. Sun is slowly going down. Wow. Moments like that make it all worthwhile. Fantastic. Still pretty close to the flight plan, as you can see. Actually, on that map you can very clearly see the river we're following. It's awesome. So I've been here for a couple of days now, just on this one flight plan, and really scratched the surface of what there is to see here. Mind you, the first day was tearing up and down the coast in a MiG, breaking the sound barrier, but yeah, check out this bridge, it's nice. Wow, this is helicopter flying. Whoa. Okay, just got to queue out right of the Valkyries, and it's perfect. Wow. Look at that. The villages, mist on the mountains, the water, that is a whole other part of Microsoft Flight Sim that I have not dipped into much yet, but it's awesome. Fantastic. Well, I'll be coming back here more often, that is for sure. So heading to waypoint 6, and this is the third of these I've flown over, so I thought I'd just take some real, I reckon they're military encampments, training facilities, because they look like long barracks, and there was like a parade ground at the previous one. Maybe they grow their own food there. You got those tropical style buildings on stilts. Interesting. Anyway, they didn't seem to mind me flying over, so let's carry on. And I just see the water now up at waypoint 6. About 12 o'clock now. Let's get a bit higher and we'll see more of it. It's now 5:20, 17:20. A couple of hours till sunset. Beautiful day. There is rain about, but not here. Excellent. So 80 knots and what am I at? 1,000 feet. So much to see. So little time. Ah, yes, the town. There's a large, yeah, it looks pretty large. Well, let's check out the dam first and then we'll come back and check out the town. I might land there for, afternoon tea. Yes, it's fair size. Now, this is one of the larger dams, I believe. They're all a blur. I've seen so many dams. I've got them all indexed on the website, or at least the flights that go over dams. And eventually, they're all marked on the map as well. Eventually I'll get round to indexing them individually, but only so much time in the day. Yeah, it is a larger dam. Could land on it actually. And a very large reservoir which we'll be flying down later on back to the south coast. That is pretty cool. Nice. Contra mesura, countermeasures, I think. America Libre, Free America. Once again, more places to research. So places that I would never have even known about if it weren't for this sim and these explorations. Wow, it's a pretty sizable town. This looks like a main road, I think. Maybe, we'll see. A couple of roads joining. Should go right through town, I reckon. Yep, there's some traffic. It's kind of heading northeast. Let's see where it goes. Fantastic. Very large building, probably a shopping centre, I guess. Could be administrative centres. Once again, more stuff to look up. Factory over there, I guess, with the red and white chimney. It's nice to see the safety markings on these things. pretty big bridge there. Amazing. Might as well go right to the end here. Baseball diamond there, I'd say. Practice ground. And more of these barrack type structures. Another military camp, perhaps. It is very large. Now, where's that chimney? I was right here. Wow. Yeah, right behind my column in the cockpit. Camera. Yeah. Maybe we've just got to say it more assertively. I might land on the dam as promised, I think. Solar panels, no, different kinds of crops. Yeah, I'll try and land on this round area on the east end of the dam. This one here. Is it flat enough? Actually, land right near the water, why not? Why not? Sink rate there, a bit high. Oh, getting in trouble now. Don't want to land in the water. Right. Okay, gently. Pretty much next to the water. Whew. Okay. And what a scene. Look at the colours down there. The autumn leaves and the sun on the water. That is amazing. Certainly picture worthy. Let's see if she'll do it for me. Camera. Yeah. Wow. All's well that ends well. So I'm halfway between waypoint 6 and waypoint 7, and I see on the map Laguna Blanca, which I think means White Lagoon. Yeah, I think Laguna Negra means black, so that's my guess. So let's check it out. There's an airport there too. Let's see if we can spot that. There's a little lake. I guess pastures, I guess they raise sheep or something similar here. Now just looking around for that airport. So there's the town, let's check that out first. And I might land at the airport. Alagracia Airport, it says, just south of the town, so I bet this road goes right past it. Let's see. Let us see. weather's held out nicely for us. There was rain around, but hasn't trapped us anywhere yet today. Now it's supposed to be about 1 o'clock, I think. I reckon I just went past it. It must be a grass strip. Let's go a little bit higher. I'm hopeless at seeing airports. I've got to, there it is. That it? I'm hopeless. According to one of my maps, we're almost on top of it, so it's not that road there. It's got to be grass strip. Is it this field ahead of us? Got a couple of trees on it. Okay, that's interesting. Right, something for further investigation. Yep, can't see it for the looking. Not to worry. And of course I keep seeing things that look likely. I see a straight line of trees, for example. I think maybe it's next to that. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, it's obviously not a paved runway. So anyway, further investigation required. Let's continue on to waypoint 6, which is south-southeast. Another dam. Okay, this is pretty awesome. I'm in southwest Cuba, approaching, I think it's called Bio Dam, B-I-O, or Rio. I think it's B-I-O actually, which is on the left of this body of water. And as you can see to the east, it looks like rain. Let's just, let's go to the edge of it. Maybe it's just low cloud, but we'll see. Quite flat here. It's like a central plateau. Very nice too. It's about 5:07 p.m. Blue skies over there, as you can see. Some clouds over here. Very relaxed way to get around the country, I've got to say. Doing a mere 90 knots. You got much more time to look around and smell the roses. Just gradually descend down to the water, and it looks like we've got a settlement over here. Guess this road leads into it. Oh yes, it's the town of Regina, which, thinking of it, our queen, I think it means the queen, or royalty. Regis, royalty in Latin, I think. Anyway, charming little place. Nice field to land on there. Some building in there with big air conditioners on the roof, I think. And the wood looks very silvery, reflecting those clouds above. So let's just follow this shore around a little bit and go to the Bio Dam. I think it's a Bio Dam. Anyway, I know it's waypoint 5. Okay, so it wasn't rain. We've ascertained that. I'm sure it's running over there though. Look at the clouds on the left coming down quite low, and then the dark patch. But you know, it could also be shadows from above. Don't really know for sure. So just keep to the left shore and we'll bump right into this dam. It's pretty much heading west, slightly southwest. Look how the watercolour changes here with the blue sky above it. A bit of wind, glorious, exceptional. So waypoint 6. I think it's, I don't think it's one of these big spectacular dams. I think it's here. Yep. Ah, here it is. Right, so there is a mechanism to release the water there, I guess. Spillway. Cool. A small one, but big body of water. And no water coming out at the moment. Very good. Righto. Let's go and explore waypoint 7. So I'm in southwest Cuba on one of the dams in dams of the southwest. And Los Mangos, what is it called? Los Mangos de Baragua. This reservoir is called Protesta de Baragua. I'll have to look it up, find what it means. And what it means to the south, it looks like definitely there's rain down there, but beautiful blue skies here at the moment, so that's cool. And anyway, if the rain comes in, we can just land anywhere. Now, there's waypoint 2, I believe. Yes, the bridge. The bridge. So this flight plan, I think it's about 100 miles, 85 miles, there we go. Covers this southwest region. And the waypoints are good references for further explanation, as I'm doing now. Getting this trim under control again. Beautiful helicopter though. I'm in the left seat today. So that's waypoint 2, that bridge, and there's a town which I've not even looked at yet. Just to the east. Actually, we can follow that road. No, that goes up north anyway. Goes past the town. Let's check it out. Chimney's a good reference. Two chimneys. Very cool. We're sitting about 150 feet above the locals. I'm sure they appreciate that. I guess that's probably got more factory, I guess, by the chimneys, or a power station. Probably a factory. It's not near, oh, it is near this rail junction, so once again something else to look up. And surrounded by gorgeous fields. Let's see if we can land in this one. Just to say we've landed here. and because I sure as heck need the practice. Well, rough at the end, but still in one piece. Sun's coming out too, which is nice. The grass is long. Okay, a bit of left anti-torque and up we go. Fantastic. So there we go, another delightful part of southwest Cuba to explore. Fantastic. I'll try that camera once more. Camera. Camera. Nah, she's not listening. Camera. Finally. But not the angle I wanted. I'll try once more. Camera. Camera. Okay, I got to train my voice. Anyway, you'll agree it is a great scene. Very cool coming across that bridge unexpectedly. Let's have another look at it. Give them a wave down there. How you going? From Australia. Probably can't hear me. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous rivers down here. Wow. Let's have another look at that bridge. Fantastic. Can I fly under it? No, that was it. That's a joke. Super nice. Many hidden delights in southwest Cuba. In the middle of the wilderness and suddenly signs of life. All kinds of interesting features to explore. Awesome. And back to our route.